Mama Snout here, and welcome to episode 9 of Mama Snout Says, where we shoot the breeze on what's happening in the pop culture world, keeping all us moms in the know while sprinkling in some mom inspiration too. On today's episode, I'm going to catch you up on the latest updates with season 19 of Sister Wives. But before I go on, I just want to add that everything I mention is just what Mama Snout says. If you have the time, please feel free to look up all the facts and figures on this particular topic. But if you only got these 10 minutes, just know that these are my opinions and just what Mama Snout says. Now, since this is an update, I'm going to continue on from where I left off. So if you have any questions about the basics, I covered some background in a prior video. I will link it in the description along with a couple of other links about some things I've been working on if you want to check them out. Okay, let me fill you in. A couple of episodes for season 19 of Sister Wives have been released since my last video on this topic, and quite a few things have come to light since then. Breaking it down, here's what you need to know. While the episodes are not in real time, as in they are releasing film from the end of 2022 and then working their way up until they are all caught up to date, for loyal fans, that has really been always the biggest issue with the series. They are just so far behind. Anyhow, as the series unfolds, there have been new revelations in real time, which is today, about the wives themselves, and here are the two top items that we are going to cover for today. First, let's get into a little bit of a mindset to help you understand how big this next news really is. Okay, just in case you don't know, from what we have seen, the wives have mentioned on the show that they are from a sect of the Mormon religion. There's nothing wrong with none of that on here, but just to mention it. Now, the third wife, Christine, is actually from a polygamous family herself and has grown up with fears of the government because polygamy isn't exactly legal. She had also had fear of the police and fear of anything legal-wise. They are all pretty much like that, but Christine was the most fearful in the beginning seasons of the show. Well, today it is a different story, y'all. After this last episode come out, it was announced in In Touch Weekly magazine and other public celebrity sources that Christine is taking Kody Brown to court for child support and custody of their youngest child, who is around 12 now. It is awesome to hear her standing up for herself like this, especially as a longtime fan. Kody, outside of Robin's kids, is a terrible father, and it is very evident on the show. He will punish those children by not spending time with them because he's upset with any one of their mothers, except for Robin, of course. Also, and very important to fans, we have noticed that the math is not mathing with the monies on this show. You see, Kody sold a dream to these wives that they can all live on the same property and build their homes there and have this little community of family on this one large property. So eventually, the wives, predominantly Christine, Janelle, and Mary, pooled their money together with Kody and Robin and purchased land in Flagstaff, Arizona, and they call it Coyote Pass. Why is this important? Well, with all these wives finally leaving Kody, the splits leave a lot of these monies in limbo. From what we heard on the show, Christine made a deal with Kody. When she left, she sold her home in Flagstaff, where she had made her own payments with no help from Kody, and she was able to keep all the money herself from the sale, and she gave up the rights to her portion of Coyote Pass to Kody and Robin. So Christine, the third wife, walked away with the money from the sale of her home and was able to start over again in Utah. She is very happy now with her new husband, David. And again, Christine is, as of today, suing Kody for child support and custody of their youngest child because Kody want to complain that he ain't around that child, but makes no effort to see her and doesn't provide any other kind of support either. And that leads me to the second item, which is the second wife, Janelle. She might also be taking Kody to court, y'all. To hear Janelle tell it, Janelle's own money went into the pot that helped with the purchasing of what folks call the McMansion, which is the $1 million home that Kody and his favorite wife, Robin, and their kids lived in. We watch on the show as Kody keeps gaslighting Janelle, saying there's no funds in the family pot for Janelle to get her own house, and that's how Janelle initially ended up in an RV. Then she finally was able to rent a home, but on the show she had remained in Flagstaff because she had really no money to walk away with. Eventually, in real time, we do find out that with the help of one of her older daughters, Maddie, Janelle moved to North Carolina on a property that she has with Maddie and her family, and they are starting a lovely business together. However, Janelle has stated publicly that she wants what's owed to her, as anybody would really. She wants what she put into Robin's house, which is currently for sale. I covered that in my last video. And she wants her share out of Coyote Pass. Kody blatantly states on TV, as of the last episode, that every time she calls him about Coyote Pass, he refuses to discuss it with her because he just doesn't trust her with his plans. He is literally holding Coyote Pass hostage because he's bitter that Janelle is leaving him or has left him already. Can you ever imagine having to deal with a grown man child like this? It is crazy to watch and to hear about in real time. Janelle has mentioned lawyering up. And let me tell you, the fans are here for it, y'all. Hopefully she does, but we shall see. Learning from this, all I've got to tell you is, be careful who your partner is. Whoever you choose for your partner will be the one that you got to deal with the most. So let it be someone that you can deal with, y'all. Okay, you are all caught up with what has recently come out so far. From what it sounds like, we have just scratched the surface on all of this. And I'm happy to continue providing the top things you need to know, so you stay tuned. If you appreciate this breakdown, go ahead and subscribe. Also, follow me on all them socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and I'm Mama Snout on all of them. And if you'd like to add anything else about what I mentioned, feel free to comment below. I'll read all of them. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this 9th episode of Mama Snout Says. And lastly, but certainly never least, remember, Mom, you are doing a good job. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.